Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mess of Gaming. We're playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We got a key to the shrine this last time. I did do a quick save really quick, and I think we're going to give it a try here. All right. Tough battles to come. Your heroes are tired, might have run out of spells. Okay, so they're telling us we should rest. Does that mean we can rest right in here? In the middle of the dais? Yeah, that's exactly where we should go. Why not? Give it a go. Yeah, I think we just leave everything the way it was.
You know, I hope this war at least teaches you how to talk to get along with your comrades in arms. I think we've got a decent party here, and you could find yourself some friends.
I think they're talking to me.
I'm not here to make friends.
Nope.
I'm here to kill.
Once again, we failed to weaken the pact of corruption, but no incidents. Alright, we're all rested. Power attack is on. Precision strike is on. I don't know, do we have any spells we want to cast? Let's see, does she have anything useful for us? Not really. Standard action. One minute until we're discharged. This is also 1 minute. Let's see if there's any scrolls we want to cast. Alright, what do we got? Scroll of Aid. We can do that to 2 people, 1 minute per level, so not terribly long. It's not something we can do ahead of time and get much out of it. Inflict moderate wounds. Scroll of Bless, we can do that. Oh, hold on, how long does that one last? 1 minute per level. Let's hold off on that too. Alright. In we go. I don't think there's a lot of buffs for us quite yet. Do a quick save before walking through the door. Oh. Blades! Imode! And down you go. Are those the kids? Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals, pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. Fair. But I, your master, Savamaleka? Savamalek, can make you better, stronger. I can rebuild you. It only costs 1 million. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark. Submit to me. No, we're the descendants of crusaders, trusting a demon be a trail of their memory. Osilla. Uh-oh. Well, who is the next descendant of the crusaders who values old legends more than their life? Well, all the tall people are dead. Beasts, monsters in human guise, reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. Aasimar? I'm not sure. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. Wow, they went to it with some gusto. Oh. Well, sorry, kiddos. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees one after the other and crawl to Aasimar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh, the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches at their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. Metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage as winged filth dares to try to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! Alright, and still the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down, beneath the veil of rage and anger, you sense light enough trying to break through. It's a bad sound. So, we can succumb to the and do the demon mythic, or we can stick to the angel mythic. I think we'll seize the light hidden within us. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses you from within. Warmth and joy from the simple realization you can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Light breaks free, and enveloping the mongrels grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see the scarlet stain on your chest. The wound is reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. The bolt of justice. Oh. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Oscilla points at you. He's already wounded. Wendwog, kill. Oh, there she is. Wendwog silently emerges from the shadows. I'm no longer your slave, Oscilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose in where it doesn't belong.
They will break against our resolve.
Okay. We didn't do great with our... Well, Camilla did fine. Looks like we can get 3 attacks before we do too much. Battle Ward. Sheila. Sheila, can you do a charge? Yes. Nice. Grockle, can you do a charge? No, but you can do that. You can do this. Lan will just take a couple shots. Miles will get over here and threaten this one. I'm gonna go this way. Kind of pop everything. Alright, missed. Nice. Ah! Not so good. It's Might Evil. I should have done it. Should have done it beforehand. I need to get Grockle in here so he can threaten as well, so everybody gets the extra d6 damage.
Did you see that?
Ooh, nice. Ah, miss. Miss. Come on, Windog, you didn't miss. There we go. Oh, mighty Savamelech, your faithful servant invokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress. Wait, do we have to kill her again? Okay. Light of Angels. Fight defensively. Drink a potion. Let's see. Where are you? You're in there. Sure.
The world in crimson.
Okay, I still have that going, so we'll just leave that. Little Quasit. Reduce to 0. Miss. Ah, darn it. Sela. Nice, big hit. Come on, Wendag. Leave me alone.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Alright, we got one down. Cool. Drink another. Seems like I just spend all my time. Oh ho ho! Can you finish this dude?
Demand your blood.
Well, you hit it. That's something. He rolled 2 ones in a row? That's Not great. Not that we rolled any better, but I mean, well, we did, just not good enough. Oh, come on. Oh, thank God she finally missed.
You won't survive me.
Well, if you keep rolling like that. Can we do a charge? Yeah, there we go. Get a little bit of revenge from all those arrows she just stuck in me. Come on, Miles. Miles just keeps rolling 4s. That's something. Not much. Attack of opportunity. Took down his buddy. Get everybody back over here. I think the thing is over at this point, but...
You are today's sacrifice.
I won. Great. He's beginning to roll... Oh, there's a 2. I was going to say he's beginning to roll better, but... Can we roll 4 again? Hey, we actually hit him. Imagine that. Damage is reduced, but it was something. Okay. Yeah.
Well, are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
I'm going to inspect the wound on my chest. The bleeding deep wound on her chest is gone. I was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
Yeah.
If he had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this Uplander. And judging by the smell of his blood pouring from his chest, the demons will be able to find him wherever he goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
So you've been serving Saba Malek this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neethers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered. And I follow whomever is the strongest.
That'd be me right now.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
You said you went through the same ritual. Does that mean you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry.
What'd you do?
She offered me
Have a
a
puppy down
choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Sava Malak tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
Ooh.
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduog.
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neethers easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Well, we are lawful, and so loyalty is a thing. I think we're done with her.
You're all bark and no bite. Farewell, Uplander. Next time I won't spare you.
Ah, well.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Oh, we're back to him. He has the silliest voice, so he's the one they don't voice act. Chief Saul appears flanked by mongrels. The journey is taking its toll on him. His breath is labored and sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What? He had to walk into a hallway and hang a left. What? What's this? Well, I'll be damned. Turns out Old Holrun isn't as crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened and sent a patrol down here, damn it. Orgus's lip curls in distaste and he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. You said you were in charge of the reconnaissance. How could you miss, How's the leg? Better than yesterday, worse than the day before that. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. You said you're in, well, place can burn in holy flame. Place is overrun with demons, but that's not the worst part. Wendog, she's been working for the demons all the time, luring the young, strong mongrels to the maze. We might still be able to save these ones. They can't get any stupider, that's for sure, but they might be meaner than they were before. But I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. Ah, Lan. We don't waste words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act the fool, you suffer the consequences. Wendog, how could she? She deceived them, and then she left. What should become of us? Chin up, Chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone. The traitor's been dealt with. All's well that ends well. I need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they'll be like when they come to, but look after them, Chief. They went through something horrific today. Change them forever. I don't know. Do we say this? Said you're in charge of reconnaissance. How could you miss the nest of demons beneath Canabres? Yeah, right. Like, it wasn't enough that I sniffed out every damn shadow in the city. Everybody told stories of the demons living beneath the streets of Canabres. Those tales are as old as the creators themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistake, so thanks. Alright, let's get out of here. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Humph. You never were one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see these things? Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where is the way out? I guess through the door. Beats me, but these beasts got down here somewhere. Lan searches Osilla's body and shows you papers and key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure the key will come in handy. Those cheeky sons of a... This is all the information on the cultists in the city. Their meeting places, passwords, their secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever's in charge of Canabres right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's needed. Assuming there is a Canabres out there when we're done. Quick save. Let's loot some bodies. Can we? Game? The game says it. Oh, I don't have anybody selected. I'm like, why can't I loot? Ooh, magic glaive. Okay. Breastplates, potions. Alright, well, I'm guessing we just go out this door then, eh? I missed something there, but that's okay. Oh, that's the stuff we dropped. I didn't miss it. I don't know. Always go left? Yep. No, we'll leave that. That's fine.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabres are trying to defend the wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
The surface, finally. I missed the fresh air so much. Okay, where are we? Anything in here to loot? Yes. Yes, there is. Oh, back up. Still a fight going on. Divine weapon bomb. That's pretty cool. Lay hands on self. Ah, Irabeth. The half-orc before you wearing armor adorned with... Hey, it's the half-orc. Imide's golden swords is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't got much sleep over the last few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anivia.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here's a new friend. He rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without him, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
Important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
Alright, that's the Mongols live beneath Canabras. This is land.
Most people in Canabras think that the children of the first Crusaders are simply a legend.
Ooh, she gave him the right
Other
name.
people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Ward Stone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Ward Stone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us. That's the spirit. You, take Anevia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
Your labored breathing interspersed with disgruntled mutterings. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
For Iomedae! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
There's loot. I think we can ignore it. Masterwork bar dishes. Okay, maybe. Our weight's got to be getting high again, though. All right, but we're going to end this one here. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. Now that our 8 episodes of our extended first look are over, I thought we could talk very, very briefly. It'd help if I look at the camera and not at the microphone. I thought we would talk very briefly about kind of my thoughts, my first impressions of the new Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. The previous Pathfinder, Kingmaker, I was reasonably vocal with the things I liked and the things I didn't like. I know that the people that watched it made more comments about the things I didn't like, but I think I was reasonably fair on most of that. I don't see anything that I would have said differently, probably, in hindsight. This one I am more positive on, but I'll be fair with you. I'll be honest. If I would have made this video at the same point in Kingmaker, so before the campaign started, before the kingdom management started, my thoughts would be almost identical. And so it's hard for me. Take these as very much a preliminary thought. First impressions, right? They are what they are. This is the J.D. Power and Associates initial quality review, a test that means nothing. And in this case, it still means nothing, but we'll do it anyway. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But again, I like the opening of Kingmaker a lot too. I love character generation. I love the fact that it's a big deal in this game. I like being able to spend 2 or 3 hours working on the same character before I jump in the game. I think that's amazing. I like the initial bit. I like the characters and the stories. I wish it would tell you a little bit more about kind of your, what do they call them? The myth pass, right? You have the angel path, right? And that's the only one you see initially. You don't really have a choice but to take it, or the story won't continue. But I think it'd be better if there's a little bit of something in there to kind of give you an idea why that title's there. If you haven't played it before, if you haven't watched stuff on it, if you haven't been searching for it, you're not going to know anything about it. And you'll be like, why does it say this? And what am I getting myself into if I select this? Am I putting myself down a path I don't want to go to? Now, like I say, they don't give you a choice. So I'm not sure it should be even there at all. If you have to do it, it shouldn't lead towards a path or not. It should just be the choice you have to make. And that's a small design issue. I never did see where it listed whether we were on death's door or not. If you guys noticed it, or you know where it says it, let me know down below, because I didn't see it. I didn't go digging super long for it or anything, but once characters have been down once, I think they should be on death's door. But it seems like we had characters go down more than once before we were on death's door, and then when the character did actually die in the playthrough, I hadn't noticed anything different. I hadn't noticed a logo or an icon or something that said, hey, he's going to die next time he hits 0. And that may just be a standard Pathfinder rule, and as such, they haven't felt the need to put it in the game. But people are going to play this that don't play Pathfinder tabletop. So I think there should be something there, and it's entirely possible I just missed it. And I don't know, is that the end of my quality control issues? It's been about a week since I recorded those videos, so I'm trying to remember back. I've been scrubbing through as I edit stuff, but I don't listen to every word as I go through. I tend to scrub forward and make sure, okay, there's a loading zone here that I get up from the desk and walk away from, or I pick my nose, or whatever I do. I try to take those out. But that's really when I edit. Usually I edit things within a day or two of having recorded them, and I remember kind of all the bits and stuff. But this time, it's been a good week, and I've had to edit these and some MechWarrior videos, so... I can't think of anything else I missed that I really thought was an issue. I really enjoyed it. I think the character creation is deep. I like the character. I like the options to push a character in one way or the other. You could start with a character that's just true neutral and then see where that leaves you without trying to pick, not looking at whether it says chaos or law or whatever. Just pick the option that speaks to you for your character and see by the end of the game where that ends up, right? Do you end up making that evil character? Do you end up making a lawful good character? Where do you start? And I'd be interested to know, because I tend to make my character the alignment I want, and then I tend to pick the dialogue choices that stick to that alignment. Do you do the same? Or do you pick the characters the choices you like and see where that goes, right? I think that's a great discussion. Like it's right up there with, do you make your characters look like you? Are your characters always the same gender? Are your characters always the opposite gender? Kind of those character creation choices. Well, I think this is another one of those kind of character creation choices. Have you already decided that your character's backstory is such that their moral code is already set? They know what they're going to do in any given situation based on that moral code? Or is it something where it's flexible still? They still have room to grow. They still have room to change. And as such, you don't feel locked in by their alignment to the choice of, to the dialogue choices. I think that's a great discussion. That'd be a good podcast, I think. Maybe I need to make that happen. Podcast decisions or questions. Anyway, like I said, so far I love it. I haven't seen the Crusade management yet. So I don't have a thought on that. But as far as just the regular dungeon crawling mechanics, the way things move. One other thing. I don't like the way to turn on. I don't think it's really mobility, but it's the safe move where you only move half distance, and instead of your full distance, that is somehow toggled occasionally by right click, left click. Too many games go back and forth between right click and left click. So unless you're only playing one game and you're playing it exclusively, it's very, very easy to click the wrong thing and forget which game you're in and not remember, do I need a left click or a right click to move? And you go back all the time. And the line you'll left click, you'll move out like you're going to move, and then you'll right click and it will instantly shrink it. If it's going to be a right click, it should be, do you want a short move? And if you say yes, yes. Maybe only on turn-based. Maybe, that's one too many pop-ups when you're in real time with pause. But I think if you are, if you're on turn-based, there should be something more there than you go, yep, I want to go here, and I right-click and it only goes instead of this far, and now you can't attack, you can't do whatever. You can't resurrect the character you need to resurrect, you can't do whatever. I know it says on the bottom left in really small print, there's a little small square that changes slightly and says something slightly different, but it's down here and you're looking up here and you see your mouse, you move, you click where you want to move, and all of a sudden you don't move there. So I'm not a fan of that. It's not a bug. It's not a quality control issue. It's strictly a UI/decision they made over control of the game. And it's just not what I'm a fan of. As you know, I complained about it constantly in Kingmaker, and it wasn't until the very, very end of our Wrath of Varnhold playthrough that somebody said, oh yeah, by the way, this is why it's doing that. So clearly it wasn't something that is so obvious that everybody screamed at me in the chat for. Because usually when I make a dumb mistake, or even a not so dumb mistake, but something somebody else has figured out, they decide it's a dumb mistake, and I hear about it. And I didn't hear about it till the end. So I think it's a poor decision, but it's not a bug. Right. I mean, that's just it. They chose to make it work that way. And it does work that way consistently, as far as I can tell, judging by how much I've bitched about it over the years. So, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's my only complaints. Yeah, like I say, the combat's good. I prefer turn-based over real time with pause. I just think it's easier for me to manipulate and to make sure that those characters that need micromanage, like if it were all fighters and rangers and there's nothing crazy going on, then sure. Play it like an action RPG. Everything runs in, it's full time. But once you start throwing in spells and buffs and debuffs, and this has to happen after this, which has to happen after this, but you don't know if it's going to go off after this because you can't actually see where people are reacting within the timeline, and you have to cast this, but it has to go off before theirs, but you don't know if it will because it's going to start a random timer based on something, that I'm not a fan of. So I prefer the turn-based. But I can definitely see, I watch other people play it, and I know a lot of people do like the real time with pause. So more power to them if they're able to do that. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. Let me look really quickly, and I will tell you how much time I've put in it so far. You've seen 8 episodes, so what, 4 hours? So of course, now that we're recording this, Epic needs to do an update. But it looks like it's going. I have much faster internet than I used to. In theory, gigabit. I don't usually quite get gigabit, but I usually run 750, which is a darn sight better than AT&T gave me it when I was lucky on a really good day, 45, and usually in the 30s sometimes. Oh, we downloaded instantly. It's the verifying that's taking a while, so we'll just give it a second here. I just want to check to see how many hours I've put into the game so far, because like I said, you've seen about 4 hours, but I started over a couple times. So I think I played portions of the game on 3 different characters. And obviously there's more time in character generation that I spent than you guys saw. And so I'm just curious to give you kind of a quick idea, if you listen to my opinions, like, yeah, but how much does he know? I don't know anything. Let's just make that easy right now. I don't know very much. You're not going to hear me say I'm an expert on this game by any stretch of the imagination. But I am curious, and it does have an update right now. I've got just over 10 hours into it so far. So you've seen 4, so I've played about double, a little more than double what you've seen. Probably double, and then the other 2 hours was in character creation. But you've seen as far into the game as I've been. And I think we'll leave it like that way. Like I said, I've really enjoyed it so far. Again, I've always loved the ambition and the premise and the style of the game that they've built. They've just fallen down on the last 10%, right? That's it. So fingers crossed. We get another 5 or 6% out of them this time, and nobody expects it to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect to be enjoyable. I enjoyed the last one. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers.